हेलो फोक्स, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग। सभी को आशा करता हूँ कि आप सब ठीक हो, खुश हो, वेल हो, फाइन हो, गुड हो। तो फिर हम इस वीडियो लेक्चर में खास करके रिसेंट साइबर अटैक के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। सो इफ यू आर न्यू, प्लीज टू सब्सक्रिप्शन, like and share the channel as soon as possible for getting the latest update. Okay, so combating Chinese cyber espionage in Asia's telecom sector. So what actually it does is, and we'll be having a clear discussion about that. Okay, what sort of attack scenario basically the threat actor basically performs, why it comes into light after these many days. Okay, so those all things we'll be discussing in details. Okay, so since 2021, okay, Chinese sponsored, again I repeat, Chinese state sponsored cyber actor have targeted telecommunication operators, okay, across Asia, okay, threatening the security and privacy of critical infrastructure. Okay, and as well as the cybersecurity professional and industry leader must stay vigilant and implement robust defense strategies, implementing to mitigate these kind of attacks or these kind of surface reductions as well. Okay, so when it comes for the Asia's telecom sector, right? So we must and should have to learn about the strategies, must and should have to learn about the cross functional implementation, critical infrastructural devices, and also the security measures. Okay, so for combating the Chinese cyber espionage, okay, basically in Asia's telecom sector. Okay, so coming to the targeted vulnerabilities, what sort of targeted vulnerabilities which comes into play when it comes for Chinese Chinese state sponsored actors who targeting the communication sector. Okay, so पहला है क्या कि supply chain weaknesses. First and foremost thing is all about the supply chain weakness. तो दूसरा है network architecture gap, and तीसरा है insider threat. So these three vulnerabilities are been the most targeted vulnerabilities, folks. ठीक है, तो what the supply chain weakness is all about. So supply chain weaknesses where the threat actor exploit the vulnerability in software, okay, and also hardware supplied by Chinese vendors. And when it comes for network architectural gaps, ठीक है, तो it basically comes all about in insecure protocol and also the outdated systems. Okay, leaves telecommunication or telecom network exploit. Okay, so that basically comes under network architectural gap of targeted vulnerabilities. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद आएगा हमारा insider threats. So what sort of insider threat is all about? So malicious insider threats with access to sensitive data, okay, aid in espionage efforts. Okay, so that's how actually the targeted vulnerabilities of insider threats basically comes into role when it comes for state sponsored actor who targeted the telecom sector. Espionage tactics, okay, espionage tactics basically क्या क्या tactics basically use किए हैं. First is all about infrastructural compromise. So next is all about data exfiltration, and last and foremost thing is all about the persistence of stealing. So infrastructural compromise all about infiltrating routers, servers, and other network equipments to gain persistent accesses. उसके बाद आएगा data exfiltration. When it comes for data exfiltration, right? So exfiltrating the sensitive customer information, okay, network logs, and also an intellectual properties. Okay, so those all parts comes into existence of data exfiltration. So तीसरा exponent tactic basically the threat actor basically use all about persistence and stealer. So leveraging advanced tools and techniques to avoid detection for extended period. Okay, so that's how actually the exponent tactics of persistence and stealer basically comes into role or existence. So coming to the exact picture of this, what actually here happens is that the cyber espionage group associated with China have been linked to a long running campaign, folks, okay, that have infiltrated several telecom operators located in a single Asian countries, okay, at least since 2021 I can even say. Okay, so the targeter or the attacker placed a backdoor on the networks of targeted companies, okay, and have and also attempted to steal credential. Okay, the semantic threat hunter team, okay, part of Broadcom, okay, said in a report said in the hacker news as per that. Okay, so here what actually that does is that the cybersecurity firm did not even reveal the country that targets, okay, but said it found evidences to suggest the malicious cyber activity may have started as far as by 2020. Okay, so the attacker also the attacker also targeted an unnamed services companies, okay, that character to the telecom sector, and a university in another Asian country as well added. Okay, the choice of tool used in the campaign overlaps with other malicious conduct by Chinese espionage groups like Mostez Panda, okay, Eka, Earth, Pret and Preston, Red Foxtron, and Nikon. Okay, this basically includes this includes custom backdoor, okay, tags like Cool Client, Quick Heal, and Rain Day that comes equipped with capabilities to capture the sensitive data and establish a communication within the C2C servers. Okay, while the extract initial access path, okay, used to breach the target is presently unknown, the campaign is also notable for deploying the port scanning tools and also conducting credential theft through the dumping of Windows registry hives. Okay, the fact that the tooling has a connection to three different adversarial collectives, okay, such as raised several possibilities. Okay, the attacks are being conducted independently of each other. Okay, a single threat actor is using tools acquired from other groups as well, or diverse actor, okay, are collaborating on a single campaign. Okay, also under unclear the at this stage is the primary motive behind the intrusion, although Chinese threat actor have a history of targeting the telecom sector across the whole world. Okay, so strategy or risk mitigation strategies. So what are the three risk mitigation strategies? Actually क्या क्या है mitigation strategy? ये हमको actually हम clear blueprint which I have read it out. Okay, so what sort of activities here does I have read it out. I haven't means I have just explained about the posture of what actually the scenario is. Okay, so here the risk mitigation strategies. So what sort of risk mitigation strategies basically the threat actor basically has? One is strengthen supply chain security. Then after enhancing network resilience, foster cybersecurity culture. So these three are the risk mitigation strategies basically the threat actor basically have, or we can say not threat actor but also the strategies must and should have to be implemented by industrial practices. पहला है strengthening supply chain security. So yet vendor implement secure posture practices and monitored for compromise. तो दूसरा है upgrade systems, adopt secure protocols and implement robust access control. And तीसरा है train employees, implement insider threat, okay, programs and enforce security policies. Okay, so those all things comes into role play of risk mitigation strategies folks. तो उसके बाद we'll be having a discussion about industry collaboration. So when it comes for industrial collaboration, right, information sharing, joint threat hunting, regulatory alignment. Okay, so these three are the most prominent part of industrial collaboration. Okay, so one is information sharing is all about telecom operator and security team exchange threat intelligence, coordinate efforts of detecting the threat, analyzing and mitigating the threats plays a very important crucial role. Regulatory alignment is all about policy maker and industrial stakeholder, okay, align on a security standard and best practices. So threat monitoring and intelligence. One is continuous surveillance, then after threat intelligence, integration, and incident response readiness. So ये तीन threat monitoring and intelligence plays a very crucial and important folks. Okay, so then after global collaboration and deterrence, so cross-border operations and also diplomatic pressure and targeted sanitation. So cross-border operation is all about telecom operator and government and also the security agencies, okay, works together to share intelligence and coordinate defensive measure. Then after diplomatic pressure is all about policymaker and global leader applies diplomatic, economic and also the legal pressure to detect and hold other state sponsored actor accountable. Targeted sanitation all about coordinated action and exploit the control aims to distribute the resources and also the capabilities of threat actor. The road ahead. So road ahead is all about evolving the threats. Okay, Chinese cyber actor basically starts continuing to refine the tactics and also the techniques and procedure, okay, to evade the detection basically. So proactive adaptation is all about telecom operator must stay ahead of a cure by continuous improving their security posture and collaborating with stakeholders. Okay, तो ये हो गया हमारा today's video analysis regarding the cyber attacks based upon the Chinese threat actor and telecom industries. As of now, the country has not even been revealed. Okay.